Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the OGSoG tier list of Smosh Games shows. Obviously, a couple weeks ago, we tackled this and we did the original shows, the launch shows on the channel, and we had a pretty healthy list there. I think Lasercorn almost threatened to leave the channel once.
I threatened to leave the video.
The video. But what we've done is we've sent producer Paco out to find all of the other shows that launched on Smosh Games while we were there. So these are specifically shows that we had a hand in producing and putting out or being involved with in some shape, way, or form. And before we do that, I just want to say that if you're new to what we're doing here, please hit that like and subscribe button.
Give us $3 also, on our
we've
Patreon.
got a Patreon down below. Click the link where there is an extended version of this video where we will go into maybe some behind-the-scenes stories or go into deeper-rooted arguments on why some of these shows should land where they do on the tier list. And of course, we do other stuff where we watch some of these shows and we react to them, or we do Q&As or, other stuff. So go click the link, check it out. But let's get to what the people have been clamoring for, the back half of the tier list. I had forgotten about a lot of these shows. Like press start. I might need to look that up while we're doing this tier list because I don't know what goes on press start.
I was actually just doing that.
PvP, I don't either. So let's start with somewhere we do know. This seems to be in alphabetical order here. So 16-bit High. This was an animated show that was made, I think, for Shut Up Cartoons.
Correct.
But then aired on Smosh Games, to which we all replaced another voice actor to then take over for another, for a character. I think was I Kratos Jr.? I think I was Kratos Jr. Who were you, So Inky? Do you remember?
I was one of the racers from, what game is Captain Falcon from?
F-Zero.
Yeah, so I was like an F-Zero guy. I was like an asshole. I was like the guy that gets beaten by Jimmy Wong's character.
I think I vaguely remember that. Lasercorn, do you remember recording? Mari, did you have a character in this?
I was Mother Brain.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, that's right.
I think I had another character, but I don't remember what that one is.
And for those that watch the podcast episode where we talk about TikTok slang we should all know about, Mari was in fact Mother Brain.
Stop it.
Wow.
You're gross, dude.
That's not okay.
Canceled.
Don't put the emoji around me. That's gross. Stop.
So I think to kind of keep this going, I don't think it's as little as it had to do with Smosh Games, and it was really shoehorned in to get more views. I don't think I'd put it D-list. I'd maybe say bottom of C because, there were writers on it. This was a good, if I remember correctly, it was an entertaining cartoon. Just
a lot of work
shouldn't have been in our world. Yeah,
Here's why it's like high D, low C to me is like. A lot of work did go into it, but then they didn't believe in it so much that they wanted to put our voices in it to try and help promote it. And then beyond that, they wouldn't let us actually do a voice acting performance. They just removed other voice actors' work, put ours into it, and basically told us, do it exactly like they did it.
Some counterpoints to that. That's what a scratch track is, because when you're animating, you need to get how you want the dialogue to be done, and then the mouths have to specifically go to that. So they'd already started the animation. You can't you can't deviate away from it, or they have to reanimate it. I still say, I don't know. I heard a low C from So Inky. That's where I would put it. What about you guys?
I would put it in C. I think it's a really cool aesthetic. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of work went into it. I think Smosh Games was maybe not the right venue for it. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So we want to land in D?
I think low C is fine.
Low C.
Yeah.
All right. We'll just keep any other C's probably go above it. But I think we can right off the bat give our first S tier.
S tier.
Yeah.
That's above bonus. Yeah.
Way above bonus.
Such a good show that someone that shall not be named had to try and claim credit for it when it wasn't their show, and then they're still doing versions of it today on Smosh Games.
it was some of the more popular content we had done after like the big hits, like, you know, Game Bang or GTS had stopped. Like Board AF was what was getting the most views. Because again, like those other S tiers, it just gave us a chance to let our personalities, you know, kind of shine. Is there more to like? Those were always my favorite days. Those were always my favorite
They were
days.
great.
Yeah, I don't think there's more to say about that one. It's an
It was just fun. Everyone was having fun.
I might even put it above Game Bang for the reason Lasercorn just said. Sorry to cut you off. Sorry. You talk and then I'll talk.
It's almost like we just did a whole.
I know. I'm terrible. I'm a terrible person. It's a toxic trait. I'm sorry. You talk.
Another toxic trait, so yes, is he just never changes.
Yeah.
I was remembering Sheriff of Nottingham. We all just like got into character like kind of spontaneously. Like it wasn't even like
know what you're talking
Jovin's
about. This
character
is
was the worst, and he kept talking
this
in
is
this
how
awful.
I always talk.
No.
But
Give
yeah,
me your
For that
chickens.
reason, for Jovin's character, I would bump it down from Game Bang.
No, you wouldn't.
no.
You loved it.
No, I'm just
And
saying it's
we're
not
bumping-
above Game Bang because of that one voice.
Oh yeah, it's man, it's hard not. I don't know if anything can be above Game Bang. But yeah, S tier.
I'm fine
I'd
with leaving it where it is.
keep it there.
Yeah.
I always have my biases towards that show because board games, and so it's a tie for me. But I get this order. I respect that.
All right, Button Bash.
What
Now,
was Button Bash?
this was a vehicle that we had on the channel purely for collaborations with other YouTubers. The very first episode was us playing Mortal Kombat, apparently, with epic rap battles.
Oh, cool.
Got a behind the scenes story for that one.
And now I want to put this show, for me personally, in D tier. However, I would put it in at least C because of all of the funny stories that came from it. For instance, Joven stinking up Gronk and Sarzar. That comes from Button Bash.
Though we were able to bring on good talent, I think the brand is what brought that to light. But we had made a kind of a lackluster, boring vessel for those.
Oh shit! We brought on Markiplier. Holy
Yeah.
fuck!
I would say, okay, here's the thing. I would put it at D tier, but because of the guests that we had, bumped up to C tier.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
We only did 10 episodes of this. That's interesting.
Yeah, some of
I think
these only lasted because of
Double upload
that
dates?
Smoshtober.
Yeah, but I also think that the main reason we didn't keep it going is it's hard to constantly book guests.
Great guests, meh show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed.
it was all right.
All right. Cage match challenge.
Cage match challenge feels like a solid B for me.
Really, you think B?
B or A?
I was gonna go A.
There were some
But-
good punishments.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it started off as an A and then just turned into something we were trying to keep up with,
Yeah.
and then maybe drops down to a B.
I can agree with that. Nah, I mean,
There were
Liz-
some epic battles in Cage match.
Yeah. Also the what was the paintball gun incident?
I would like to say that the very last episode of this show is called Gimli Owns That Ass. Jovenshire lost it, and his punishment was to brush his teeth with mayonnaise. All of that sounds awful.
Yeah, we were really trying to figure out how to take the success of Game Bang and replicate it in another show, and yeah, it quickly got out of hand. Ew, brush my teeth with mayonnaise. It's so fucking gross. I forgot about that. But were we playing Lord of the Rings Conquest? Because that's a great game.
I don't know. The wiki
think so.
doesn't say.
Guys, do you remember this part of Cage match? Double or switch? Which
Yeah.
is you could either accept your punishment or double down and go again and have to do like double the punishment.
Yes.
It looks like most of the times it was declined, which is
Well, there's
interesting.
so the whole slap bet with Joven on Smash Bros. I remember Joven beat me, and then I asked for the double or switch, and he accepted, and then I won.
Yeah. I don't know. B tier.
Yeah, I think B is
Yeah.
very fair for the show.
Yeah.
Probably bottom of B tier, huh?
It's basically just like lesser game bang. It's just like one-on-one game bang.
Now, this one might be controversial because this one I think starts off as a D and then makes it way higher. We've got Sellouts.
Put it in an A.
Yeah.
The videos were good, even though the games were terrible.
Yeah, I give it A. I got to do the waterboard, the
Yeah.
jet water board. That thing was awesome.
Now, keep in mind,
water-
this show started off as a D because it was just weird
Water
things
rocket.
while we were just doing weird things while playing mobile games. Like that first episode is, I think, a brand deal episode too. We're playing Clash of Kings or something, and we're playing the game while on a treadmill. And then there was the stupid fishing game we played while in a cold shower. But then the show evolved into the A that it is, where we would then, even the fans were skipping the first 7 minutes of a video and just going to the good stuff.
True.
But we were just spending stupid money to do things we wanted to do.
Because it was the whole thing, right? We're like, okay, where are the brand deals? Oh, great, they're mobile games. How do we make it work? We just gotta sell out.
Literally, Keith Richmond walked into the creative director's office and said, make us a mobile show. And they're like, no, that's a bad idea. It's like, make us a mobile game show because we can make money off of that. And I think we did one brand deal and then spent a lot more
we
money.
did a couple of brand deals.
No, we did some brand deals. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Did we?
the drone one was a brand
Oh, the
deal.
drone copter. Yeah, that's why we were able to afford stunt planes.
Yeah, and then Pokemon Go was also a brand deal.
I remember
with,
that, yeah.
The bus at San Diego Comic-Con.
Okay, yeah. Where we're on the A tier would you put this?
I think where it is good.
Yeah.
You think underneath Why We're Single, and I would
That's
put it
true.
above.
I would say above.
No.
I think
Yeah.
I think our order here might be off. I would maybe go Boss
Because we have
Fight.
the original Game Time logo now is up there, and so that
I
probably
think it's
should be
fine where it
top
is.
of A.
Listen, half the show was us playing a mobile game.
That's true.
Well, 5 minutes out of 20 usually was a mobile game.
In
yeah.
fact, I would be fine with dropping it to B. But if it is going to be
Oh,
A,
I couldn't give it there. Yeah,
I
it was
can
half
attest to that.
mobile. It was half cell
Not
phone
half.
games, guys. There was a
Says the
It
lot
wasn't
of
half. It was a
plays,
portion.
Arena, that's a mobile
Magic
game.
the Gathering Arena. I played on PC, Mari, so it doesn't count as a
It
mobile
is
game.
still a mobile
Bam.
game.
Gotcha.
This is the laser corn that thinks that all mobile games are bad games.
You can't put a lot of the games we played on that show were bad. You can't put a show above our other good shows when half of it was garbage that people skipped.
But
past.
it wasn't half.
Hearthstone, huh? Because you
Yeah.
guys
A,
did that, and I
yeah,
don't think
A-
that's trash.
A, it wasn't half. Let's stop using that verbiage. B, it was the hook to get us into the good stuff. So it never like took away views. The show got views. It was a good show.
It was still us playing mobile games is bad content.
I'd still
I'd leave it at
looking
A.
at the B shows.
You can leave it at A. I just don't agree
yeah.
with putting it above any of the other shows. There was some good stuff that happened in there, but yeah,
I
it was
think
really
Sellouts
weeding
is-
through some garbage to get to the good stuff.
It's not safe to fight against Lasercorn because he never budges.
That's
But
right.
I want the audience to know that I would change the order to Game Time, Sellouts, Why We're Single, and then Boss Fight. That is how I would
agree with
order
your-
this.
I would agree with you.
Here's how I do it, Joven. I will still go back and watch a boss fight of the week or a Why We're Single sometimes. I have never gone back to watch Sellouts.
Ooh, I've gone back
There's
to watch
some,
sellouts.
yeah.
Except
There's a lot of fun
except
stuff.
to watch me on the waterboard. Yeah.
Okay, it sounds like you just like to watch yourself. Friendly Fire.
Friendly Fire.
Friendly
So
Fire.
I had to look up what this show was. So we essentially replaced Game Time with Smosh Games with Friendly Fire. And it basically looked like we were trying to do like a GTA style show, but it was variety. We could like play any game and just we were playing together any game.
We co-opted it or
Yeah, mostly co-op. It looks like, although it looks like there's definitely some PvP games. It looks like we played The Culling, which is definitely a PvP game. We played Overwatch. That was us on the same team, I'm assuming.
We played Smite on this. That's fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rainbow Six Noob Squad. So yeah, we're mostly playing together, it seems, in multiplayer games.
Yeah. Okay, so Friendly Fire, so yeah, co-op. Especially following Game Time, I think this was a hard time in Smosh Games. I would say C, in my opinion, because yeah, I would say C. Like it didn't get a lot of views.
Did it not?
They didn't have the same. It didn't have the same chemistry that something like Backseat had, or GTS had, or otherwise.
I would move it behind Button Bash.
Behind Button Bash?
Yeah, we got to meet cool guests in Button Bash.
Oh, that is true.
I was gonna say I would move it up to B, behind Cage Match.
I'd say low B, high C, tied with Dope or Nope.
Yeah, you could put
Yeah,
it up
this
there.
honestly, this makes more sense.
I think that's going to be unpopular. I think I disagree with that move. I think it should be behind Dope or Nope, and I think it's going to be unpopular in the comments.
Also, 16-bit high in front of or behind Button Bash?
Oh, behind.
Behind.
Fair enough. I won't
All
fight
right.
you on
Now,
that.
if Game Time with Smosh is an A tier, where does Game Time with Smosh Games go?
D. I
Wait.
don't know. It just felt
Wait,
like the
that's a
sad...
separate show?
Yeah, so here's...
Technically, yes.
So we were literally replaced Game Time with Smosh Games with Friendly Fire because what happened was here's the reason Game Time with Smosh Games goes low for me is because this was the sad reality that we had to deal with where we realized, hey, Ian and Anthony don't want to be on our channel anymore.
yeah.
So we have to start replacing them with us. So then it would be like Anthony and Joven or like Ian and Lasercorn. Like we would like slowly go in. And then it started being just us. Two of us would go do Game Time with Smosh Games.
Is that a fair depiction of what happened, though, Sohinki? Or was it that the company was loading them with so much stuff to do that they didn't
Sorry,
have time
it wasn't
to...
like they hated us or something.
Yeah.
No. It was that they didn't have time to keep working on everything they were doing, so they had to cut some stuff.
This was in the phase where
Yeah.
the company kept telling them stuff like, you need to make a video game and make a movie and this and this and this. We need merch. And like, yeah, they just didn't have time to do everything they had been doing.
Okay, well, where would you want it? Maybe not D, then C?
I would say C.
I would
Also
D
because
tier it.
There's so many. There's like almost 200 episodes, which means that it stuck around. There's a Slender Man with me and Olivia at 1.1.
Nice.
I think the only gaming video Olivia did.
That's right.
Okay, B tier? Yeah, I guess it had more of a social impact
I don't
than
think
I
so.
thought.
I disagree with that. I would put it C tier.
I would say high C.
Above Dope or Nope, yeah?
Sure.
Okay.
Simply
Okay.
be-
Is it-
we,
Okay.
we carried the
Yeah.
torch.
Is that Grand Theft Smosh next?
I mean, that's an S.
Oh, yeah, it's an S tier.
Easy
Well,
S tier.
Honestly, I think this is the one show that makes it above Game Bang.
Damn.
Interesting.
I just don't...
I thought you were about to hit us with the honestly D tier or something.
Like, Game Bang was very popular with our audience, right? I think Grand Theft Smosh, pushed past the boundaries of what the Smosh brand was. Not only did the game developer enjoy the show, even though I was constantly shitting on it, but like we were competing with achievement hunters at the time.
Yeah.
Also, we were like the two big GTA content creators.
This is true. I would agree with you, Joven. I think Game Bang was a really good setup in the sense that it was a copy and paste format. We play the game all together. We have a punishment. GTA, we had to be inventive every time to figure out what we were going to do in a game. It really broke the barriers of what a sandbox game could be. And how
we were running stories, A stories, B stories. We, had our equations. Like, it was structured like a good show.
Yeah.
There are good episodes of Game Bang
dingy
because of
episode.
things that happened. Yeah, but with Grand Theft, like anytime there was a good episode of Grand Theft, it was very different from other episodes. I thought I was gonna have maybe more of a hot take on this one, but
Grand Theft
yeah.
Smosh is also
Grand
where
Theft
Joven
Smosh-
Rage started.
Yeah,
You've-
it's a phenomenal show.
yeah.
Grand Theft Auto is still the thing that gets the most gaming hits on our channel too. So
It's almost
Yeah.
like we should play it more often, guys.
we should play more GTA.
No, it's like 1 million gigs to install. Let's wait for GTA 6.
Don't worry, guys. We got our Lord of the Rings Minecraft coming out soon. So this one's a hard one. It's, honest trailers.
Man, it's like kind of weirdly gotta be S, but it was kind of not S because of how, I don't know. We just had such little to do with it, but it was
Yeah.
an S tier show.
I wrote a few episodes. I wrote Witcher
I'd say
3.
bottom-
You
an
wrote the Witcher
episode.
one, didn't you? That was a
Yeah,
really
Witcher
good
3
one.
was me, and I captured all the gameplay for it.
I think it's S tier also. I think it's bottom of S tier. I think that it was a show that broke the brand, broke past what the Smosh brand was. It was also shoehorned a little bit, but it got the views. It brought in money, so that's nice.
I mean, at the time, I remember it was the only thing we were doing breaking 1 million views. Like everything else was like 200 to 300K, and then that would be a
I think the
million.
fans loved it. It just wasn't.
Wasn't really
Ours?
us, yeah.
And there were also a huge amount of people who would never subscribe to Smosh Games, but would watch honest.
Yeah, we had
game
the
trailers.
highest amount of non-subscribers versus subscriber
Yeah.
watches.
Let's Play Saturday, the show that only Sohinki champions. Everyone else is going to put it at the bottom of D tier.
You're absolutely right. That is where I was going to put it.
It's a
to
D
look
tier
it up.
show. Throw it right in the garbage. It's a
so-
long play.
my argument for the show, because the argument to get rid of it was that the episodes do very poorly. But what I remember thinking at the time was, and like seeing in the views at the time, is I don't remember what it replaced. We used to upload 2 episodes of the show on the same day, and each individual episode would be like 120K views or something.
Dude,
but it would still
do part A, B, and C in one
Yeah,
day.
it like even breaks that early rule of like, having multiple parts that we just knew didn't work.
Yeah, this is a C tier, dude. There's no way this is
No,
below.
D tier.
Put it below button.
D tier.
bash.
D tier.
I don't think people liked it.
Compared to Gamer Nation, it got a ton.
Well,
of
that's
views.
why we got rid of Gamer Nation. We got rid of a shit show and added a shit show. I'll
Yeah,
put
but
it
we were
above
barely
Gamer
cutting
Nation and under Smosh Games review.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
How did Sagnut get? I want to argue Sagnut again. Mari, you want to take us into this next show?
Oh, it's Mariocraft. I mean,
That's
I'm
S.
a little biased.
D tier.
but-
Yeah.
Yeah, C tier.
C tier? What are you talking about, C tier? From Mariocraft?
I agree. It should be in either S or A tier.
I think it
mean-
could be above Game Time in A.
I feel like Lasercorn was the real star of that show, and I was never happy with the title, but I will admit it was a good show.
I would say S tier. I would say
Yeah,
S tier
S-tier.
between Bored AF and I Have a Raging Bonus.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Maybe even above Bored.
No, I would say not above board. It's
Same.
not above board.
Because we were basically hopping on the Minecraft train.
But we
Hopping the,
we
the,
were
train-
innovative.
the Minecraft
we were telling
caboose.
stories in Minecraft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we innovated, and we made formats that people apparently copy today. So
Yep.
Yeah, which I think would be fun to do a tier. There's a lot of stuff on here that counted as miniseries but weren't shows. So it might be fun to do a shorter tier list, and then we can break down some of the the story arcs, not like Block Chillerette and Superhero House. That looks good to me.
Yeah. It was
Okay.
called Mariocraft, but the show would not have been what it is without you guys. So I sincerely thank y'all.
aw, thank you.
Thanks.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so I had to look up what this was. Basically, this was a show where we asked our audience to produce for us.
What?
Listen,
Press start?
Welcome to Press Start, the show where you decide what we play. Each week we'll be playing some of the latest and greatest games, and we're asking you to vote to keep watching or try something new. So if you remember in the comments, they would be like, keep watching this one, and then we would do it again, or switch the game and we'd play something else.
So this goes below Let's Play Saturdays, because this is what I was thinking that didn't get views.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't very memorable because I don't remember this.
I don't remember
Yeah.
either.
It was Press
I'd
Start.
put it
I
below
hated
Gamer.
Press
It's
even
Start.
below
remember
Gamer
the
Nation for
thumbnail.
me.
Yeah.
It might even be the bottom below Sagnut.
I would put it under Sagnut, yeah.
Yeah, Let's Play Saturday at least kind of got views.
And PvP.
I don't remember that one
Oh,
either.
PvP was the one I think where we played with the audience. Remember, we would do PvP games. Like, didn't we play Team Fortress or something?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, it's a debate show,
Wow,
What?
isn't it?
this is terrible.
Kratos is versus Lo Wayne? I don't even.
it is. It is a debate show. Wait, is it a trivia show?
No, it's a debate thing.
I'm looking at the intro here. I don't remember. With my Razer laptop,
Oh, I do remember you in the middle. I remember this. Yeah, you in the middle with the laptop because didn't Razer sponsor it?
no, they just gave us free stuff. Razer never spent money.
Right, you're right. But they gave us free stuff, and then you put.
Oh,
the
and then we
logo
had
in the middle.
multiple topics.
It's another D tier show.
What's funny is like, hey guys, Gamer Nation didn't work. Let's try it again. But it was so forgettable. I'd maybe put that under Sagnut.
Yeah.
Smash
Everyone
Bros.
forgot about it. Cool.
All right, what's up next?
We got reality shift.
Shift.
I honestly, I think we're gonna end up landing on A, but I would put this at the bottom of S. I think that we were doing something ahead of its time. I think the production value was awesome, and I think we had a lot of fun when we did the shoots.
I think it's A.
I think A is
I think
appropriate.
that yeah, it should be an A. Like people should know. Tim of Tim's channel cried himself to sleep trying to like figure out how to make this work. We literally were doing things that no one else on the internet had done. We had to figure out how to program a third VR controller to be a camera and then attach that onto an actual camera and film in green screen. So as the camera moved, the in-game
You were,
camera
like
moved.
making sure and conceptualizing that camera movement would be 1-to-1 with the like digital camera, and yeah.
And to be fair, this is then what the industry turned into for capturing cutscenes in video games. You'd get your suit on with all the balls on there, so they can your motion track suit, and then they'd bring in a camera and they'd record the camera in the space, and so the camera was capturing in the game, so you could film your cutscenes 1-to-1. We were ahead of the curve for sure on the technology. I think
it's fine.
It didn't get views though.
Yeah.
It did not get views.
No, the views were really bad on it.
Even though we were ahead of the curve, a lot of the games weren't great, and the overall visual style wasn't super engaging.
Do you remember? Didn't we have Harley Morenstein on one, and he was terrified?
That was funny. It was so funny.
On a plank because it was so realistic.
Oh yeah.
We had like a little green painted green plank like this, and in the VR, you're also walking on a plank, and he's like on. You know, it's Harley. He's like 6'7", and he's like crawling on his hands and knees trying to get through this thing. It was pretty funny. It was good.
And looking at A tier, I would say this actually, where I would put this, if it was up to me, I would put this B tier after Backseat Gaming.
Ooh, really?
Reality shift?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Because as much as we were ahead of the game, like that gives it some points. That keeps it out of D and C tier for sure. It didn't get views. The games weren't great. Our interactions were rough.
I don't think
because
so.
you couldn't really.
Because we had like peanut gallery type things. I remember there was a really fun episode we did where we were like doing some restaurant game where you have to like serve the restaurant people as fast as possible, and one person's in VR as the chef. It's like one person was the waiter and one person was the chef, and it was just really funny stuff. I would put it above Backseat. But
you put it above Backseat?
No.
On the tier list of Smosh Games shows?
In terms of like how cool the show was.
Again, I think that gets it all out of D. I think how cool the show gets it, like it's lucky to be in B tier.
Yeah, I don't agree with putting it above Backseat at all. All right, what's next?
The bottom, the lowest show on the totem pole, the absolute bottom of D. That is the Smosh Games Alliance Spotlight, where each week one of us was responsible for going through a giant spreadsheet of videos that were not great. And no offense to anyone that was making videos back then for us. And then sometimes the search got so tiring that we would accept videos from people that weren't even in the Smosh Games Alliance. Shout out to Blasphemous HD.
Yeah. Which when we shouted him out last time, there was like mixed bag. They're like, "Oh my god, they know Blasphemous! Wow, what a crossover!" Then other people are like, "We aren't allowed to talk about Blasphemous anymore." I'm like, I don't
really
want to know.
What episode was that on?
I don't know.
Can I say though, there were also a lot of comments who were like, "No, this was a very cool show." And I really appreciated the shout out. And like I'm looking at the views, and it had a pretty consistent amount of views of like, I don't know, like 150 to 300K. But I don't know. I think that a lot of people enjoyed it. And it was a couple minutes a week, you know.
I will maybe give you above PvP. There's just so much disdain for like what the SGA like was trying to be.
We provide,
If the audience wants to bump it up 2 spots, like I'll give it
let
to
us know
them.
in the comments.
Yeah, it could be
That's
there.
a rough one.
It can be there.
I could bump it down for the Joven Hawk. That's the first thing I'm seeing here.
True.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right,
try and
Smosh
think.
Games animated?
Yep. This was we would every now and then have the budget to hire an animator, like usually like, you know, so there was that one kid that had the really cool style that would do the GTS videos.
I'm going to say A tier. Continue to discuss. I do have to pee.
Okay.
First. Don't pause. Just discuss.
Yeah, I think, I would agree with A. It's weird because it's like a recycling of our content but other YouTubers were doing it at the same time. This was a real popular trend. I think it also added so much more comedic context. Like there's and he's gonna be sad he misses this one, but the Cards Against Humanity where it was like what's in Jovenshire's butt, and it's like PewDiePie.
Oh yeah.
And when they animated that, it was funny because PewDiePie's head popped out of my butt. It was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had really, really good animators.
Yeah,
Including Andre Turbea, who is still making stuff now. And
I think he did I think he was the one that did the GTA ones that Lasercorn was talking about.
He was. I don't remember who did our Minecraft ones, but I think they went on to become really big themselves. And so, if anything, we did. It wasn't up to me. I don't know if you guys had any part in it, but like we were able to find some really, really talented people.
Which I think is why it should be. Is it high A?
I think it's high A.
Yeah,
I think it's high A.
It's not above game time, I don't think.
on the tier list of things.
I think it's above boss fight.
It's above boss
it's above
fight.
boss fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lasercorn's not here. Also, do we move up sellouts while he's not here?
I'm down. I don't know. Just see if he notices.
See if it notices.
Yeah, we keep it right there in the middle.
Yeah, right there. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep. Above
It's such a
boss
small
fight.
logo.
Yeah.
Above boss fight.
There we go.
Hurry up before he gets
Nice.
here. All right.
Thank you. What the hell is this one? Oh, this is us playing Smash Bros.
Oh,
This is just our excuse to weekly play Smash Bros in the office.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had like a wheel in order to do specific types of
right.
matches.
Yeah.
We had the one where it was just amiibos fighting each other, and we were
That was fun.
throwing
We were
money
throwing
out,
money.
betting which amiibo was
Yeah,
going to
with
win.
the Warp Zone
With the
came
Warp
in.
Zone.
That
That
was-
was funny.
That was a great idea. I would put this B tier.
Yes, it's a B tier show.
Yeah.
You know, maybe above Reality Shift.
Can we do a react on our Patreon to the Strip Smash Bros
Oh,
episode?
that was so
Dude, This
good.
video's only 7 minutes.
You guys-
2.2 million views.
You guys did not want to do that. You guys were so against that video.
It's,
I mean,
By you guys, I mean Sohinky and Lasercorn.
well, yeah, the reason I was against that video is because I'm fat, or I was fat, and I'm fatter now, but, you know, I was fat.
But losing a life and losing an article of clothing, that's genius.
that's really funny. Oh, I think I'm
Oh,
slapping you in this
dude,
one.
everyone, Mari wore so many layers.
Oh
That's
yeah, we wore so
Yeah.
many layers that it was hard to.
This is great. We should do a react to this. This is
yeah,
funny.
we'll put this
Yeah.
in the react for sure. Smosh in order.
Ooh.
Man, can we get Bose to film a quick insert for this video? Do you think she'd do it?
Just her
Not-
saying the
not
word
this
S tier,
weekend, that's for
bitches.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an S tier show. It's like I've had a lot of like moments on Smosh that people will quote back to me, but none more than like the gangster bailiff. Like people always talk about that
Yeah.
when they see me in person. Yeah.
And I kind of like this, like, it was a chance for us to play, which was fun. It brought Smosh and Smosh Games together,
True
which was
improv.
cool. I do think one of the greatest videos is the lawyer thing with the Joven loses to a real lawyer. Like and the fact that it ended the channel, like Smosh in Order ended Smosh Games at Defy. That was the last video to go up. Was Defy having to pay like 1.4 million to the defendant, and then Damien doing a VO out about they had to go out of business or something because we literally went out of business.
That is so,
So
bananas.
funny.
Again, bringing a completely new format to the platform.
I legitimately do not know what Smosh Ventures is, so I'm looking it up right now.
Smosh Ventures is a C tier show.
Oh, is that? Oh, Smosh Ventures is just our IRL stuff, right?
Yeah.
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 It was and the
Go ahead.
oh, go ahead, Mari. I've talked so much.
I feel like it's our sellouts show, just the second half of it, just the fun stuff. I don't know. It's C tier, but this is also when we got to do American Ninja Warrior.
Oh.
So I feel like that brings it up just a skosh.
Okay, above Button Bash, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
maybe above Friendly Fire. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. Looking at the stuff that we did, so behind the scenes wise, we would
Oh,
get
this show
X
is
amount of
after I
money.
left.
No, because
Yeah.
you were in Secret Santa.
No, this is all 2017. The very first episode, March 6, 2017. I left May 1st, 2017. So
Oh.
And so some of this we would get called back for, but I wouldn't get called back to do this show because a certain person that was casting the show didn't like me.
It was Smosh Ventures is also where we did Operation Open World. It was if it didn't fit one of the formats of the other things, it would just be Smosh Ventures. So brand deals became this. I think Zero Gravity was the Smosh Venture.
So yeah, it was sellouts without the mobile game part of it. It was all the fun stuff that we could do IRL.
What we would do is like we had X amount of dollars, and if we wanted more money for like a Sellouts or a Game Bang where we wanted to do something bigger, that means one of the other shows had to lose some of its budget. So we would just sometimes shoehorn in a very cheap Smosh Venture in order to then balance out the budget. But yeah, we did get to do a lot of cool stuff.
Don't say we, okay? I didn't get to do any cool stuff, all right? That's why this is a D tier show for me.
Halloween Horror Nights, it's
show
D tier.
is absolutely bottom of D. Zero Sohinki's in this show. It was the beginning.
It's D tier for Sohin because it's D for didn't get to do it.
It's D for this asshole gave the D to the channel and completely ruined it.
Yeah. But you look at some like Escape Room Fail or $150 Santa Monica Adventure. It's like literally like, what can we film to get a video up and be able to save on budget? There wasn't, I don't know.
This is a roller coaster, highs and lows.
Yeah.
A lot of highs and some highs and a lot of lows.
I wouldn't mind moving it to the end of B. But
No.
End of
I
B?
refuse.
I don't know. There's some
It
fun
also,
stuff.
Not
there's
for
some fun
me.
stuff, some good videos.
This show is just a reminder that I was left out.
I guess I would put it above Dope or Nope.
Yeah. I would put it high C. I think we can.
I'm gonna watch. I have to go watch an episode now.
Wait, man, Smosh Ventures might be better than Super Mario Fun Time and Reality
No.
Shift. Is it a B tier?
Refuse.
Yeah. Joven and I have selfish reasons why we think that it's better. We got to go to
There was some good content. So between our selfishness and Sohinki's
Selfishness.
we'll put it high C. We'll put it high C above Game Time with Smosh Games.
I disagree. It's below Dope or Nope where it was.
I am curious where the audience would put this one because this was a different time of
Hinky
Smosh
fans,
Games.
rise up. Let them know why it's at the bottom of D tier. Let's go. Let's bring it down. Smosh Ventures, bring it down.
Oh my god, I forgot about this show.
This
oh
is an
my
S tier
god,
show, dude.
S tier? No.
We always had we always had fun shooting it. Pretty Princess.
There were a lot of
the Pretty Princess episode. Like
there were a lot of great jokes. This is maybe low A.
A tier show. It was fun.
Yeah.
But
the face mask electrocution, the bag of dicks was funny. The tarantula prank was funny. It just was like the cheapest thing. It was
still
just
doing this show. This is 1 year ago.
Yes, they brought it back for a short time, but I don't know if it's still currently going.
If maybe it's a good spot end of A because look at how well balanced this all is.
As it should be.
I'm happy with this list.
Yeah, this looks good.
Any complaints?
No.
Lasercorn, you good?
looks good to me.
Looks good to Lasercorn.
The Lasercorn.
Wait, where's
Top
wait,
of
wait,
the
wait,
net.
whoa,
Wait,
whoa, whoa,
what?
whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
Put that,
what just
what'd you
happened?
do? You unbalanced.
LG2L, as the kids would say. Looks good to
What?
Lasercorn.
Wait, what happened to top 5 going all the way down to the bottom of D?
Stop,
What is
stop.
happening, Mr. Pocket?
Wait, whoa, what the just happened? Put that back.
Yeah, what do you?
Put top 5
And he
all the
keeps
way back
circling
up.
it like we've done something wrong.
What are you doing? He's just trying to annoy me. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I can put it back in CT where it belongs. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the full list of Smosh Games shows. Now, I do want to clarify that yes, Smosh Games lasted, and they've then produced other shows. We have zero right to be able to go through and judge those and put those on a tier. So, if that's something you guys are interested in or otherwise, but this was the stuff that we made, we were associated with, and I agree. This is a great tier list. Let us know what your tier list is down below. And again, if you want to see an extended version of this where there's a lot of debate, a lot of yelling, Lasercorn disappears for a period of time, and then we prank him and he never finds out about it. You can watch all of that on the Patreon version. And that's it for us. So there you go.
Bye.
Bye.
Guys. There you have it. Yeah, these videos are a little bit longer, but we want to thank you for watching all the way to the end. We also want to thank all these people over here that are, a part of our Patreon. They're part of the club, the special club. They get their names here. If you'd like to be a part of this special little club and see our extended videos, click that link down below and join Patreon today.